Hello and welcome. Here we grow wild and we try to make what we want and what we need. We're renovating our home on the hills and we love to share a lot about knitting and foraging and woodworking, everything that is about learning to be more self-sufficient and land-reliant. In this video, I'm going to share about a beautiful farm that we visited a couple of days ago, Fattoria la Rocca, which is a wonderful family-owned farm. They have some sheep and they shear them and they spin the wool and they process it and color it with natural materials, and they sell the wool as well. So yeah, a few days ago, me and my partner and our friends went to visit them. It was a wonderful morning, and they live up on the mountains in the center of Italy. When we arrived at Fattoria la Rocca, Giulia was there welcoming us. She's the owner, together with her husband, of the farm and the company, and we followed her to the little museum that they created in a beautiful room, where you could see all of the different tools and spinning wheels and everything related to wool. And she started to tell us how it all started for their company and how in the beginning sheep were sheared, how they processed the fleece, how they spin it. It was a beautiful experience. I'm gonna share some videos that I took and then I'll continue telling you a little bit more about this wonderful experience.
In italiano si chiama vello, in inglese non lo so come si chiama,
Non lo so.
appena tolto, comunque this is the
Fleece. It's the fleece.
La prima operazione che va fatta, the first operation to make yarn is washing this wool. La prima operazione è il lavaggio, perché sulla lana c'è un grasso che si chiama lanolina. Se voi leggete gli ingredienti di tante creme c'è la lanolina, perché è una sostanza che fa molto bene alla pelle. Infatti diverse persone che utilizzano la lana mia per lavorare, che ha un po' di residuo di lanolina, mi dicono che dopo che lavori a maglia ti rimangono le mani belle morbide, proprio perché è lenitivo. Sì.
Soprattutto quando le matassa le rischi fai il gomito,
ti senti quel grasso. Quando io ho avuto il primo bimbo, quando ho partorito, siccome avevo dei problemi al seno, mi avevano prescritto la lanolina pura per i capezzoli, perché se c'hai delle ferite la lanolina è proprio magica per... Scontro permettevano di allineare le fibre, cioè qui stanno tutte disordinate, dopo che la lana è stata cardata stanno tutte, si dice parallelizzate, ok? Infatti qualcuno lo chiama parallelizzo questa operazione. Questa lo stesso è una carda che veniva però usata non tanto per il filo quanto per i materassi. Materasso come si dice in inglese? Non mi ricordo.
Mattress.
This is the card for the mattress, because people sleeping in the bed was made by wool, okay? E la cosa bella è che questo attrezzo veniva usato quasi tutti gli anni. Every year people open the mattress and open the fiber here. Tutti gli anni aprivano la fibra. E tanta gente pensa che in passato erano tanto più sporchi. Noi ci teniamo i materassi 10 anni almeno
E sono
chiusi.
tutti pieni di...
Esatto. Loro lì tutti gli anni aprivano la federa, poi qualche persona mi diceva aspettavano una settimana che era il tempo bello perché il sole la sbiancava, cioè tu col fatto che ci avevi dormito sopra un po' si era indurita e un po' si era anche ingiallita, perché la lana sai si ingiallisce, quindi il sole te la risbiancava, igienizzava. Qualcuno non la lavava
No,
la
ma non
faceva
serve.
solo aprire l'aria, il sole, e poi chi poteva chiamava il materassaio che arrivava con questo attrezzo e gli ridava volume.
Exactly, fluffing.
Esatto, la fluffy. E poi la rimetteva nella stessa federa e richiudevano. Quindi il materasso nuovo era lo stesso dell'anno prima. Oggi buttiamo in discarica, il materasso vecchio sparisce, ricompriamo il nuovo, invece una volta insomma era probabilmente molto più sostenibile questa tecnica. E comunque la lana era il materasso di lana e erano fatti con un pezzo di legno e un po' di creta. Questo l'abbiamo rifatto io e mio
Just
figlio,
clay
però è
and a stick.
prehistoric one. This is Middle Age, Medioevo, età più recente, e questi sono quelli che facciamo noi oggi. Now, in this farm we made this. E il fuso è stato utilizzato fino alla fine del Medioevo, poi è arrivato il filarello o arcolaio, sui nomi c'è un po' di confusione. Questo attrezzo è arrivato dall'Oriente, spinning well, ok? Wheel, spinning wheel. This is not our invention, but made from India.
Oh.
You know Gandhi?
Yes.
Yes. L'immagine classica di Gandhi seduto per terra con una ruota vicino, c'aveva questo attrezzo vicino perché l'hanno inventato là. In tutte le società del mondo, quando i ricchi dovevano distinguersi dai poveri, questo perché era ti distinguevi molto, insomma, ti vedevi, era sgargiante. L'animale che mi ha cambiato la vita, perché io l'avevo preso al canile di Macerata e aveva 8 anni.
She told us that this company and this entire project started with a dog, a beautiful old dog that she rescued, and she was brushing his fur, and she got a lot of fiber out of this dog, and she was about to throw it away, but she didn't want to because it was so soft and nice. And her husband had heard that some people, especially in Alaska, in the north of Alaska, I think, spin dog fur and make yarn out of it. And so she started to research about it, and she decided to, try to spin this dog fur. And she posted a picture with the dog, herself, a hat and a scarf that she made out of this beautiful yarn that she created. This picture went viral, and a lot of people started to ask her if they could send her some of their dog fur, and she could spin it for them. And so she started doing that, but of course the entire spinning process with the spinning wheel was super slow, so there was a huge line of people waiting for their dog fur to be spun. And so she decided to start a company and invest some money into spinning machines. And so that's how it started. And they dye all of their yarns with plants from their gardens and like natural pigments and materials. And they use only water and soap to remove all the dirt from the wool, from the fleeces. And so it's everything very, very sustainable and very, like a kind of like a closed loop. Once we did the little museum tour, we followed her to the main facility where they have all of the machines to spin the wool, and also to meet the sheep, actually. And that was a beautiful, beautiful scenery. The sheep had so much land to roam free, and there were two beautiful sheep dogs that protect the sheep with their life. And she told us that Mirtillo and Fragola, the two sheep dogs, grew up with the flock of sheep, and they always stay with the sheep, and they really train them to protect the sheep with their life. And one day it happened that there was a wolf pack with the wolf leader, how do you call it? And it was really interesting how the sheep gathered in a circle, in group, and there was the female dog in the center of the flock of sheep, and the male dog in front. The two dogs looked at the wolf and just stared at him for a long time until the wolf left. So she was really, really happy that these two dogs really protect the sheep. And after she told us this story, we got to meet the sheep. It was wonderful. She told us that this sheep is a kind of endangered breed, and they try to bring awareness about this specific breed. And after that, we gathered some plants from the dye garden. The garden was kind of at the end of the season, so there weren't many plants to harvest to dye wool, but we gathered like some flowers and some little things. And then we sat on a big table, and we all got a glass jar where we placed all of the little plants and flowers we harvested. And Julia gave us a little skein of yarn, hank, and we just placed it inside the glass jar with all of the plants, the coloring plants, and then she topped all of that with water. And that was the solar dye experience, and we got to bring home the glass jar. Oddio, che meraviglia!
Allora, questo è quello che rimane dopo le americane in visita la scorsa settimana. Hanno portato via veramente the ladies that I said you.
From Denver.
Yes, of course.
Took all the
bags. Così proprio, 1 chilo. Avevo impazzite. No,
Questa
the
l'ho
color of
vista.
autumn.
Prego.
And this is all the wool from the yes. And the color is onion, okay. And flour that you use in the bottle, and yellow onion, and walnut. Il male
Walnut
della
house.
perché è un po' brown. Perché arancione, giallo. Oh, guarda, spiegagli.
We got to purchase some of their yarns, so let me show you. I got this fingering. I think she said that it was sportwear yarn, and I love the colors. I'm planning to knit socks with this kind of variegated yarns. This is 100% wool from this specific breed. This is the color autunno, which means autumn, and is 50 grams and 150 meters. I think it would be a beautiful pair of socks that I'll use in the house, and I love how it looks. It's so beautiful. So I want to make a pair of socks with these two, maybe mittens, maybe, we'll see. And she dyed these 3 yarns, solar dye, and for this one she used walnut hulls, and look at the colors, how gorgeous. So socks, I think that with these 3 I'm gonna make socks. Very excited for that. And then I got 2 skeins in this beautiful pumpkin color, and I don't really know what I want to knit with this. Maybe a hat, or maybe I'll use them in some color work sweater. We'll see. But look at how vibrant this color is. So I am so happy that we got to visit this wonderful farm, and they actually spin fiber for other companies as well. If a company has some fleeces, they just go there and they spin the fleeces into yarns, and so that's also a service that they provide. And they still spin dog fur. So it's something that I'm considering to gather enough fur from Mita and Mojo and then send it to them. It would be really exciting. But it was a wonderful experience, and I'm so grateful we got to visit them. So go and check their project. I leave all the links, websites and Instagram profile, so you can follow their journey and you can maybe support them if you want. They didn't pay me or anything to talk about their project. I just love what they're doing, and I think that we should support more, if we can, local companies. And I'm really curious to see how this yarn knits up and blooms. So that will be my next project. I'm gonna wind up this and start knitting maybe a pair of socks and see. you so much for joining me in this little video about this wonderful farm, and I hope you'll be able to visit them one day, or maybe find a little wool farm in your area that you can support. It's really important to, even if we can't really support a company by buying their products because maybe they're too expensive or for any other reason, it's still very important to raise awareness and talk about these wonderful small companies, because they are the future, in my opinion. So thank you so much, Julia and her husband and the sheep, for having the courage to continue and create beautiful products and put a lot of care in their practices. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.